What's up, guys? Welcome to Blade Talk. Just waiting for Scab to get into the room. Just want to welcome everybody. This is going to be a short one, guys. We're kind of coming on just to make a couple announcements, some come ups, some things that are coming to that we're working on starting next week with Blade Talk. Some come ups on the channel. We'll talk about Blade Show a little bit, but it's not going to be a really long one. And listen, guys, as you guys know, a staple in all our channels is support for our vets. So I'll start it off with that. Uh, awareness for veteran suicide, as you guys know, hashtag 22 day no more. And pretty interesting, actually, because in the State of the Union last night, it was mentioned about 22 a day, and they even gave the number, which I'll talk about it more when Scab gets into the room. But guys, what it simply means is vets, you are welcome on all our channels. That's all we're really trying to say. And just we appreciate you and keep on fighting a good fight. But yeah, so I'm waiting for Scabs. Actually, Scabs, I think, ready to go. So yes, let's get Blade Talk going. Scab, you ready? Let me bring you in. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, man? Can you hear me now?
Much better. Yeah, what'd you do different?
Well, we've gone to a wireless mic, but I can't hear you for fuck. So here's what we're gonna do.
You sound much better.
Well, I'm glad because I
Yeah.
can't hear shit. So
Oh shit.
here's but if you can hear me,
Perfect. Yeah.
know,
Sorry. That was the thing. I was trying to be helpful.
it's been one of them days, guys. Welcome everybody in. I'm glad you're in. Listen, so here's the deal. Carl brought up an interesting point. When we run on 3 channels, if you speak, I can't see you guys. Here's the deal. I'm on my phone. So please don't message me. Don't text me. Don't call me. Don't until this live's over and then I'm going to bed. But the last couple of weeks, I'm not trying to be a dick. It's just the last couple of weeks I'm trying to run on my phone and I'm starting to get very frustrated. But Carl had an interesting point. If depending on the room you come in on, if you try to talk to somebody, they can't see it. So do me a favor. If the fuck is this? Do me a favor. If you want to talk to somebody, put what room you're in. Guys, the whole point of this, the whole point, we started Blade Talk with Scab and Joe, is to build that channel. Having 5-10 people a show isn't going to build that channel. So what we're doing is we're bringing everybody in, trying to bring everybody together. And then as we grow and as we build, we'll move it to one channel. But I want you guys to be able to communicate. And that's a great point. I wasn't aware of that. So if you want to say something or communicate, just put the room you're in first, and we'll try to move everybody that way until we get a better option.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either. And I'm actually looking at my live right now from my channel, and I think there's probably some people that logged in from your channel, and it's like kind of
we'll try it. We'll do a test run.
Yeah, so we'll figure that out and we'll get that going. But the whole point is, guys, like Scab said, we're trying to build up Blade Talk with Scab and Joe. So ultimately, what we would like to do is get the 37,000 subscribers from Scab and bring them over to Blade Talk. This way we can just keep Blade Talk open and just keep everybody all together in one room and get it going. But, we're just going for exposure right now, trying to build the channel up. So, we're going to try to market it, try to get Blade Talk up. So this way we can keep it to one channel when we do our lives together. But that's pretty much the whole point of it is, guys, just to get that exposure.
Well, and the other thing is the communication is important because people come in here to chat and talk, and I want that to happen.
Sure.
So if you're in here now, or if you're just passing by, head over to Blade Talk. One, it would help us out. Here's the other side of it, guys. I could give a shit about being famous on here or anything, but I've set goals to build the channel. That's what I'm going to do, putting in a lot of work. I want to build Blade Talk too, to give you guys some people that you want to talk to. We want to be able to bring in an Ernie Emerson or a Leo Espinoza. If you got 300 subscribers, 400, they're not coming. And I can't fault them. They have a business. They're trying to build a business. So help us with that. And Carl, thank you for bringing that up, man. I mean, that's a good point. I didn't know. I thought you could see it across the board. So that's
what I was assuming, because it's coming. StreamYard is feeding it to the other channels. I didn't know that, like, if they go on from Choir Boys Outdoors and they're commenting, like the people that went on, let's say, from my channel,
Right.
can't see their comments, which is really weird. It shouldn't work that way, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I want everybody to be able to talk too, man.
yeah, definitely. So we'll get that fixed up, but
Joe,
definitely yes,
can we pause for 2 seconds?
absolutely,
Guys,
absolutely.
please be patient.
Yeah, I'll take you off the screen.
Okay. Yeah, do that.
Yeah, yeah. So guys, it's actually pretty well. It's not funny, it's not to say it's funny, but it's actually interesting because we try to tout on our channels about veterans and veteran suicide, and the whole hashtag of hashtag 22 a day is the original hashtag, even though I call it no more. But it was actually addressed in the State of the Union last night, and he mentioned 22 a day about veterans, and he actually said that the number is actually lower. I think the going number in the states right now is actually 17 or so veterans a day is actually the number that are committing suicide. I've obviously, like Scab says, anything over zero is too much. But I will love to think that we had something to do with it. We're obviously not, but I would love to kind of think that we do. So let's keep on kind of spreading the word and letting our veterans know, that we're here for them, and you guys have a place here and all that. But it was interesting that he actually brought that up because he was talking about like veteran services and stuff. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, yeah. So that's interesting statistic there that was brought up. But yeah, we have to get this thing worked out, guys, with the lives. And I just like Scab said, we got to make sure that we could all conjoin in one place and we could all speak to each other and communicate and all that. But let me go around the room for now. Jerb's always front and center. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Carl, thanks for the information. Pistol Pete, thanks for coming into the room. Pete, what room did you come in through? I'm doing some experimenting right now to see if I can see you on my live because we're on 3 channels right now. I don't think you commented there yet. Samurai Bird, what's up, buddy? I know you came in from my channel. Outlaw Samurai, thanks for coming in. Mr. Potato Guy, thanks for coming in, buddy. Who else do we got? Ken is in the room. Thanks for joining us, bud. What's the point, EDC? Thanks for coming in, buddy. This is going to be a short one, guys. As soon as Scab gets back in, actually, he's in. We're going to make some announcements, and we're going to talk about bullshit for a little bit about Blade Show. We're going to start wrapping it up. Scab, you good to go? Okay.
Yeah, man, I'm good.
Good.
As good as it's going to be for right now. The thing is, I think the last one we did, I used my other phone and then I smashed it. So this one, there's some setup things with this. I noticed like even doing videos, it's a smaller, I've got to go in and work the settings. Can you hear me okay now?
I hear you perfectly.
Okay.
Perfectly. Yeah.
Okay.
Loud and clear. Loud and clear. So I just went around the room. We got Byron Kennedy's here. Stephen Wallace is here. Pistol Pete. All our normal folks. Xfero's in the room.
Setting, like YouTube does,
Howdy. I'm just trying to read the comments here.
like your phone.
Byron, you're not late, buddy. Don't worry about it. Audio's good. Thanks, guys. Got to keep it looking good. Got to keep it sounding good. Actually, he just went out. So I have a review coming in tomorrow. Actually, it's going to be it's finished. It's edited, but it's going to be posted tomorrow with this guy. This is like an Amazon knife. Okay, I had the company kind of reach out to me. Normally, I kind of ignore these things. They reach out to me. They're really cool on the email. They're trying to grow their company and all that. So they said, can you kind of get pick one of the knives from our lineup, and then we'll send you more. And I wanted to get something in rosewood because you don't really see a lot of knives with a rosewood handle. I have one from Buck, a little bit more expensive, but this is a cheap one, guys. This is like, I think as a Prime member, it's like $28 or something like that, but it's not too bad. Yeah, Scab,
right.
you're back.
Sorry about it. I'm done messing with it. We're good. I'm good right here.
This is how it's going to be.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
I hear you now, buddy. Can you hear me now? I hear you now. Okay. Perfectly. So you got some big announcements that you want to make for Come Up Some Blade Talk.
I do.
Yeah, didn't you? Who's coming in next week?
Well, what we want to do, and I think this is important. We want to have Don Moore Kramer from Carnivora on. I want to have him on for a couple of things. One, I want him to discuss their product and what they have coming in and what they're about. But two, I also want him, he wants to explain some on the pricing. We're getting a lot of flow over there, a lot. And when I say we, I do want to clarify this. A lot of the stuff that comes out comes to me first. And it's not as much a review as a product test type deal. And I want to be very clear in that. I'll
So you're getting
always
more
keep my stance
prototypes?
buy
You're
it or
getting-
don't, but I do think it's important to get some clarification because, and the pieces I sent you, Joe, I'm not sure price wise, but I know they're all custom, and I think I've done a poor job at communicating that. But like this one, I've got a lot of hits on this piece. So I want him to kind of come on and explain pricing and that kind of thing. And then I'm working with Chris, and I'm trying, now don't hold me to this, but we're trying to get the guys from LT Wright to come in. They have their own podcast. They do some of that, and I'd love to have them in. So guys, we're working. And then when we go to Blade Show, we're going to try to pull in as many folks as we can. For Blade Talk, so you guys can get some exposure. Do they have swords at Blade Show? Do y'all know that? Will y'all put that in the comments?
If Cold Steel is there, which obviously they're going to be there, I'm assuming they're going to have some of their stuff. But I've never been to a Blade Show, so I can't answer that. But if you guys can, that would be interesting to know. But if Cold Steel's there, you might see some swords from them, or at least.
Well, I meant like some of the sword makers, some of the companies.
Nah, I can't see that really being present other than Cold Steel because they have swords. I can't
Well,
see.
I mean, there's 500,000 people going through there. It's not like it's Walmart.
There's a lot of knife people. There's a lot of knives out there though too. So I don't know. I'm not sure.
I was just curious. I figured because they do a lot more like with demonstrations. It's a whole, from what I understand, and I've never been.
Yeah.
But from what I understand, it's a big extravaganza.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is going to be probably one of the biggest ones in many years, especially because we had hit with the pandemic in between and there was a low turnout, but a lot of people were jumping there in droves to get in there. So it's going to be a packed house and there's going to be a lot of sponsors there. I mean, if you go to like their website and look at the amount of sponsors that are on there, it's like pages long. There's a lot of people, a lot of companies that are going to be representing there.
Well, and the other thing is we want to have Don on because Don is allowing you and I a place to stay at Blade Show.
Yep.
We'll be staying at Carnivora House, which I'm incredibly grateful for.
Which it would have been impossible to go otherwise. Yeah. It's crazy.
So I'm excited about that. And then we'll visit with the folks from Rosecraft. And I'll be honest with you, man, I love everybody. God bless everybody. But Vic Lynn is going to be there. And I am super stoked about meeting Vic from Work Tough Gear. I just think it's going to be a big thing. He's going to be there. So excited to meet him. I'm hoping Bill Harsey will be there. I don't know if Mr. Bill's health will let him, but if he is, we're going to get together. So it'll be a big time. We'll have fun.
I think we're gonna see a lot more faces than knives when we go down there. It's gonna be all business.
Yeah. I'm not going to look at knives.
Yeah, we're gonna really just, it's more of a meet and greet. Get to as many companies as possible. Try to get as much video and interviews and talk about as possible, and then we'll, the whole point of it is to come back to you guys with as much footage as possible. With not just like going to the table like everybody does and showing knives, which is nothing wrong with that. But that's not really the point. So we're really just trying to get you the main people, the main players, and get them on camera, which would be cool.
Yeah, and we should be able to do. I want to do some different stuff too, because there's a lot of people that walk around and interview. I want to do some different. I know we're supposed to have dinner with a lot of folks. I think that'll be cool. So it'll be fun.
Right,
it's gonna be fun.
Definitely looking forward to it. Gerbs, thank you for that. Before. Do you guys have any answers as far as swords at Blade Show? I'm not sure if anybody knows, but Ken said he saw some katana at Blade Show West. So possibility. Yeah, there's got to be some sword people there at some point. If it's going to be as big as it's going to be, there's got to be something going on there.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine it not. You
Yeah.
know.
Carl said, actually, where's Carl? I'll bring him on screen. Just looked it up, and there are swords at Blade Show,
Okay.
antique swords as well. Good. All right. Cool. Cool. I would love to definitely take a look at that. And like I said, if Cold Steel is there, I mean, they're definitely going to have their stuff displayed. You know,
Somebody at first said they weren't on the list, but I think
with the
they are.
balance.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure. I mean, how can you not be?
No, Cold Steel's got to be involved. You can't.
They got to be there.
No, how can they not be?
I mean, you got to be. I'll tell you, I've got a list. Is there any guys in the comments? Is there anybody you guys would want to see us sit down with? I know I want to meet Alpha Knives, um, Adventure Sworn. There's Best Tech. He does.
Yeah.
Shore Shop. I'm going to be with Blackie next month. I believe it's the 24th through the 26th. And so I'm gonna ask him there if he's going. That's the other thing, guys. I sent a message to Blackie. Right, I think he's out doing some camping and stuff. He's usually really, really good about getting back with me. But we're trying to get William Collins and Blackie on here with us as well. Now, if we do that, we might open it up to Blackie's channel as well. Again, it's exposure, but we'll try to figure something out on the communication. I just figured you could see comments across the board. StreamYard's supposed to be this major deal.
There's a possibility that you can't. I mean, like it's weird because I'm looking at. Let me see who's Boston Blade Reviews. So he's up, but I don't.
We'll definitely be with them, man.
Yeah, I don't see his comment. What's up, buddy? Thanks for coming in. I don't see his comment on my stream because probably he came in via Choir Boys.
Okay, that's something. Let's work on that because that would be frustrating. Let's work on that.
Yeah, the whole point of it is, guys, and I hate asking for it a million times, but we have to build up Blade Talk with Scab and Joe. We're going to make a campaign. I think we're both going to put videos out. That channel is just existing for lives. So that was really pretty much the Minecraft project that Scab and I had as far as Blade, that particular channel on its own. But we really need to get all of our subscribers into that channel. This way we can just open up Blade Talk when we have to do it. Everybody will all be in one room and we don't have to do this spread 3-channel thing going on. So let's really try to get that channel built up.
Well, if we get to 1,000, we can just move everything there.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's the whole point. We at least have to get into the 1,000 mark there.
And the other side though is when you have somebody like Blackie on who has 78,000, that's good exposure across the board.
Yeah. Shaney's in the room.
Hey, Shaney, how are you, buddy?
What's up, Shaney?
Definitely, Shaney. Are you going to Blade Show?
I'll wait for him to answer. The great Mr. Lynn Thompson, anytime. All hail the great.
Oh man, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be a nice little nostalgic thing going on.
That would be awesome. I wonder if he'll go this year. Okay.
Yeah.
I think they were Ken. I think they were a little late in joining the party, or there was something. And I may be wrong on that. Maybe there was one of these where somebody had said, "Hey, man, can you believe they're not going to be there?" And I said, "No, I don't believe." You almost have to be, I would think.
Right.
And they've got some other they've got some knives coming out that I'm sure they'll want to exhibit.
Oh, Shaney just answered. He said he can't make it this year.
I got you. Well, one year we've got to meet up if you do, man. I can't wait to meet you. I've got this one. Well, shit. I've got this one in the queue.
Carnivore is going to be there, though.
Oh, we'll be there with them.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Of course. Yeah.
We'll be there front and center with them.
Yeah.
Shaney, we're going to do this one here soon, man. I may take it with me. I'm going to Alabama this weekend to visit my grandsons, but I may take this one with me. This one's wicked.
That's a clean edge on that one. I like the look of that one.
He just does clean work,
nice, man. That's beautiful.
that nighthawk, the nighthawk you have, it's the same. If you look at it, that upswept blade.
Yeah.
Now back here, this is sharp as shit on this one.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It's not a false edge. Okay.
No, it's not false. It's
Okay.
not like razor blade, but it'll cut. It'll do what it needs to do.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll probably maybe tomorrow night get some bottles and do a couple of back swings. This one would be a good one for doubles, up and down.
So if you want to hone that up, you can make you could get that back.
Oh yeah,
edge really sharp.
Yeah,
It's got the profile to be sharpened up.
And it's 5160. So
yeah. Well, I gotta tell you, even that Nidhogg, and you, I mean, you gave that thing some hell, but honestly, I ran some metal polish over that thing, and it's a mirror polish now. It's
nice. Yeah.
Looks
well,
great.
The damn axe is sharp too.
Yeah.
Before too long, I'll send you that Thor. I've got a couple that I've got to get reviewed pretty quickly. I'll tell you one I got that a lot of y'all, I know Carl will like this one. I love it, Shane.
First made,
actually,
the first one.
I want to show y'all this. This is so cool to me. Hold on, Joe.
Yeah.
This might be the most normal piece I've seen come out of shade, and I'm super excited about this one. And it's a standard. Can you see that?
Yeah, see it fine.
Gorgeous.
That is nice.
I mean, and this thing feels so good in hand.
You could get some nice momentum out of that thing on the swing. It looks like if you hold that down low, you can get some nice momentum out of that.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And it's got the pommel is the pommel right there. The palm swell, you're not coming off of it.
Oh, that's very well thought out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the whole kit and caboodle on this one. You can choke up.
Yeah. Now, what's that called?
Crafter.
Okay.
I can see that. Yeah. This one, I'm excited about all of them. Y'all know that. Y'all know I love all of them. Y'all know that. But there's just something about the simplicity and the beauty of this one. I tell you what I want to do, Joe, and I don't think I've mentioned it, but one of the things I want to do coming up soon is shelter building. Now, just like everything else, I'm a noob at it, but I want to get out and do some shelters and some bushcraft shelters and things like that. And this, I'll probably do some fires with this one. Matter of fact, all that fat wood I found, I'll process up probably with this one and get it done.
So were you looking for that fat wood, or you just stumbled upon it?
No, I was looking for it.
Oh, you were looking for it. Okay.
Yeah, I had gone out there. I had a stump that was about 2.5, 3 feet off the ground, probably 60 or 70 fawn's foot. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, actually. I thought you might, Carl. Thank you, Shore Shop. No, Joe, I had a whole stump full of it. A pine tree. It was probably, if I'm being honest, the circumference was probably 4 or 5 feet. And somebody went out there and grinded the stump. I mean, it was on somebody's property. I had access to it. So I walked away from that disappointed, but walked down by that creek, and it was just, man, it's everywhere. So I'll go back.
Yeah.
We're leaving for Alabama Friday.
Cool.
So I'll probably go back maybe Monday and process up what I can.
Did they get hit with all those tornadoes over there? Didn't they have like 7 tornadoes in a row? Like, did they get any damage?
My son and them live, well, my son lives about halfway between Montgomery and Birmingham.
Yeah.
So they definitely have to be careful, but they were safe.
I actually forgot to ask you that. I totally forgot.
They were safe. I think Blackie was safe, but I seen a video with Blackie where he said that a lot of his neighbors took some damage.
Oh man.
That he was trying to help out with them before he went hot tent camping.
That's the thing. Listen, the South is great for so many reasons, but you guys get crazy ass storms and these tornadoes, these twisters, and the coastal storms, hurricanes. It's just nuts, man.
Yeah.
But, getting back to the fatwood, I found a gold mine of fatwood.
Did
like
you really?
limitless supply. You might know the place. It's called
Home Depot.
Home Depot. That's
I
where I
tell
get
you
my
what,
wood.
if you watch that fire, if you watch the fire from a couple weeks ago,
Yeah,
that stuff we got down here
burning,
burns hot. It
burning.
burns like diesel fuel.
Yeah,
So
I have to do one pretty soon.
what I want to do, I'm gonna send Jerb some. What I want to do is get enough of it. I could kick myself for not. I should have got Richard and gone out there and cut that stump and just
Yeah,
brought it home. I could have done 4 videos on processing it up, and that way, if anybody wants a little bit, I can send it to them. And would gladly do that.
dropping knowledge. That's what we do here. What's the point? Dropping knowledge.
Hey, what's the point? He's firing up. He's got a channel. He's got a good channel.
Yes, Jarvis, put his channel up. Put what's the point?
Definitely get.
Put
I
that
want
up.
to start helping a lot of these guys
Put that up.
start out.
If you can,
And for
Jarvis.
you guys starting out, go over and check out some of these guys in the chat. Carl Ruger has a good channel, general knowledge, awesome on a lot of topics. Samurai Bird, go check out a lot of these guys in the chat. Jimbo, what's up, buddy? How are you tonight? Now,
What's up,
Joe, you
Jimbo?
got a sword coming up, right?
Yeah, I got. I just put the review out today for the one of the higher price ones,
I
and I
saw
got.
that one.
Yeah, the next one is not cheap either. It's about 850 or 700, something like that. So he gave me some good high price, models to show off, and these are more a lot of work that was put into the polish of the blades and stuff. So these are like really show pieces. So I think they're going off for sale. So I really can't go crazy with them. But yeah, I got 2 more I have to show coming up. And like I was saying, I got this Amazon knife, which really impressed me that they sent to me to review. This review is coming out tomorrow. It's not bad. Rosewood. Really ball bearings. D2 steel. It's solid. I tested this thing and it actually did pretty damn good. Try and get the price $28.
There's some knives out there now, man, that you can get a real good price point on that are good. And I think so much competition has driven the quality up. There's still shitty knives. I mean, we all know that.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's not hard. But when you find a diamond like that, it's awesome. There's a good feeling behind it.
Yeah. But the crazy thing is, I'm kind of talking about this Amazon knife and putting the link in to go get it, but I personally can't buy it myself.
Yeah.
Because Amazon won't ship knives to New York State. So that's a conundrum I'm in with that. But c'est la vie, it is what it is.
Well, I've come to the realization that I'm in a blessed place. The only thing that sucks down here is swamp ass 24/7. But as far as being able to get out and do and carry and
Yeah, but you kind of got used to the climate, though. I mean, you're living in it. You kind of got used to it.
Yeah, but I don't like it.
You don't like it. I know
I'm
that.
used to a lot of things, but I don't like it. I just want 4 seasons. That's it, dude. I mean, not 10 months of hot as balls and then moderately. We'll have 1 cold weekend, which we had that at Christmas, and that's it. So, as I get older and as I grow and as the channel grows and as we start trying to hit more goals, I do want to get out more in some difficult weather and camp. If we have some nor'easters come in, I'm going to go over to the studio and try to camp. Just do some foul weather camping.
That's interesting. Well, why don't you come up to New York for the summertime, and I'll come down to you around the wintertime, and we'll just
That'll work. That'll work.
And there you go. You got your seasons. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I love the Michigan. Listen, Michigan summers can't be beat.
Yeah.
Where Meg's mom's at.
Meg is, yeah.
I mean, I'm in love with Michigan during the summer, really. And I could see Maurice,
what's up, buddy?
I could see being there. That is beautiful country up there.
Byron.
Oh, I know, Bubba. I know, Byron. I had when I went I go up there not frequently, but when we go up to pick up my grandson, it's when we go to camping at Blackie's, my son, who's lived in Alabama's most of his life anyway, would just say, Dad, be careful for banjos because it's out in the middle of nowhere's nowhere out
Yeah.
there where Blackie lives. And I said, well, as long as I'm with Blackie, I'm okay. But yeah, those back roads, holy smokes,
Yeah.
man.
Well, somebody else commented. Who's in the room? Blade-tastic Knives. Thanks for joining us, buddy.
Hey, what's up, brother? Good seeing you. Hey,
Politics. Yeah.
yeah, Ken, I think Ken's out there in that LA area. So he's right in the thick of that stuff. Hey, Joe, I know we're not gonna be long. We got about maybe 10 minutes left, but I
Yeah.
wanted to address something from our last live
Go ahead.
and seeing Byron comment reminded me. I made a comment that this keeps me sane, and Byron said keeps you sane with a question mark, which I understand the question. So I wanted to try to answer that. One thing is this, guys, and those of you who know Jerbs, Eric Hussein, some of us that have struggled with the addiction side of things. Guys, my whole life, my adult life, I don't know, I have not been, I never will be a guy who sits down and watches TV. I'm not knocking that. I'm not saying anything about it. There was about a 15 to 18-year stretch where what I basically ran and hustled, whether it was drug dealing, drug doing, drug whatever. And when you get used to that, it's hard to put the brakes on. Now, I'm not talking about Miami Vice shit. I'm talking about you run, you keep things moving. So how does that tie into YouTube? I have to keep my mind and my hands going. And Joe will attest to this. Captain Electro will attest to this. Y'all don't see what you see a few minutes on YouTube. I don't do that and then go sit down. I'm constantly moving, constantly working. I say that to say it keeps me sane. If Byron, if that makes sense, man,
Therapeutic. It's like
it keeps
therapeutic.
my
Yeah.
mind and hands moving and keeps me in forward motion. And that's not a woe is me thing. I enjoy doing this. I really do. So sometimes somebody asked me today, one of the guys at work asked me today, so man, you ever get tired of it? I said, no, but I get tired in it. But if I'm not doing that, my mind is just constantly. So for me, I'll run hard. And what a lot of times y'all don't see, I'm constantly working on things. But that keeps me moving.
Update on Ron.
Jimbo, he made a video today. I think he's feeling better.
Good.
But to answer that question, that's all I meant by that. It just keeps me mentally engaged, and I enjoy it. So that's that, and that's not meant to be smartass or anything. I've seen your question, and I wanted to answer it. And Eric Hussein and Jerbs probably would tell you the same thing. When you're in motion doing that, you can't just put the brakes on.
Yeah, some will. Some will. You know what's funny? Some of the big knives, like a big fixed blade, I can get it shipped to me. But something like this, a little pocket folder, they won't ship. But I could get like a 4-inch, 5-inch blade. But it's not all of them. It's just some will and some won't. It's like a crapshoot as far as who's going to ship to New York State or not. It's not like a set law like all knives can't be shipped to New York State. Only certain knives can be shipped to New York State. So it's a pain in the ass. I'll tell you that much. Because there are some good deals on Amazon. I mean, there's some great deals on Amazon with knives because a lot of times, even the cold steel knives, you're going to find them the cheapest on Amazon Prime.
Or Midway. Have you
Yeah.
checked out Midway USA or
I
Midway?
haven't yet. Yeah.
Dude,
I
you
haven't
need
been
to.
shopping that much lately because I'm broke. But yeah, I haven't. I'll check out Midway. I've heard about it
The
before.
Midway's insane, dude.
Yeah.
Now you always got to be careful who you buy from, but I know there's enough guys that use Midway. I mean, I don't know if they get seconds. And I'm not saying they do. That's not what I'm saying, but their pricing is
It's
sweet.
good. Yeah.
you know, so
Well,
it's something to check out.
well, if they don't charge taxes too, that'll be even better. I like to go with the companies that don't charge you the taxes, but
Yeah.
that's always a good thing. Never quit quitting. What's the point? That's the whole thing, man. You got to keep on going and keep. You're never out of the fight, Scab. I mean, that's from what you're saying. You're never out of the fight. Once you have that, you're never out of the fight. You always got to keep.
For me, it's a daily. It's
Yeah,
a daily.
you got to keep on fighting.
For
Yeah,
me, it's a daily thing. I know people. One, people think, oh, Scab will never get it go over off of YouTube, or he can't. Listen, I'm one step away from just walking, across the line. So it's a daily fight. You stay in
yeah,
it mentally. And
yeah,
that's why I bring it up on the channel. And there's a lot of folks who identify with that, and I'm proud to have, we have an eclectic group even here, vets and addicts, and I want everybody to feel welcome, but also want everybody to understand it's not a woe is me, poor pitiful me thing. It's a fight, and we're going to keep moving. It's what we do.
yeah. Listen, I mean, if you're anything at all, Scab, you're transparent. You just say it the way it is, and you just there's nothing hiding what you're doing while you're doing it. So why not? Absolutely. So Midway, guys. So let's check out Midway. Sure Sharp, thanks for coming bring that in. We're gonna check that out. Let's see what they got going and cooking over there.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed with them.
Yeah. So what do you got coming up, Scab? I got a couple Rosecraft. I got some swords. I got some the first round still have to be done. Got one coming out tomorrow. What do you got coming up?
Buddy, I've got. Did I do that again?
Yeah, you just flipped.
I got you. Hold on, sorry. There we go. I've got the pirate from Shade. I've got the crafter, and I've got the leopard.
That's
and
all
that Shade Carnivora.
Yeah.
And then, man, I've got a Tour Skinner, TOOR Skinner. I've got a RMJ Combat Africa that I've got a lot of stuff coming up, man, that I know. I sent your box out today. I sent my Rosecraft stuff to Donnie. I know he's supposed to be sending me those blades from Thrasher when he's done. So,
okay.
And I'm really excited about the Jack Wolf stuff. I'm over the moon about that. I want to check that out.
The stuff looks good. I like it.
Yeah.
A new spin on the slip joints,
The thing with me, man, and I got this. I want to get this more exposure. This was a little collab with me and Cap. I've just got to finish the edge on it. I've got a little work to do, but Captain Electro and I, dude, I am in love with this blade shape. This is something we come up with. Probably in the next couple weeks, I'll get a review out on this, but this one's going to be different. This one's more, I wanted this one more as a slicer. I want this to be super duper. I've got all kind of big knife. Everybody knows that. It's a big knife channel. But I wanted a super, super slicey EDC. And this is going to be it right here. Jimbo has one from Captain 2. I may send both of these up to DJ, but I want to make sure DJ has time to do them. But I'm at least going to get an edge on it and do a review on it before I do that.
Let me just go back to chat. Almost Sweatpants, thanks for coming in, buddy. Just want to highlight these guys because they were
man.
Where are they? I just lost them in the chat. Xfero probably clean for 6 years, going strong. Keep on going, buddy. We're happy for you, man. And 10 awesome. Years.
Oh,
10 years
I got a knife. I got a knife from Xfero that I had planned to do this weekend. As soon as I get back from Alabama, I'm doing that. That Extrema ratio, really excited about that. Gonna do a review on that.
But yeah, Cap, just listen, he's new to the knife making, and I had no doubt that he would go in and he would put everything he has into it, and he's doing a good job. That's a nice looking knife. He's doing some nice pieces, man. Very
I have all faith that Cap's going to wind up being a player in this before it's over with.
Absolutely. I mean, he's revamping. I think he changed up his channel. He's going to change up eventually his channel name. He unlisted a lot of his videos. I think he's doing a lot of revamping and
Yes.
rethinking moving forward, which is cool. It's a good
We had some good conversations when he was here.
Yeah.
He got to hear the monkeys.
Oh, okay.
We have monkeys. People don't realize that. So he got to hear them screaming.
How about you, Jerbs? Weren't you into like knife making? Like, did you kind of still kind of experimenting with that and stuff? But the first time that I ever started hearing about Jerbs 2 years ago, whatever it was from the fact that he was experimenting with forging and knife making, and this was a long time ago. So I was wondering if he's still getting into that hobby, or if he's kind of putting it on the shelf or whatever. But I haven't heard anything like that for a while from Jerbs.
We'll wait and see.
Yeah, I have a few on the go.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
Keep pushing on those, man.
Yeah, keep on going with
driving. That's a really cool thing.
EDC for fun. Thanks for coming in, buddy. I know I said hello to Alex. Gargoyles Blades is in the room. Who's this? Homie Omi. What's up, Scab?
Hey, what's up, Omar? How are you, buddy? Get it done. Get it done. He's a good dude, man. That's a really good dude.
All right. So listen, we're going to start wrapping it up. So really excited about starting to organize a Blade Talk with Don Kramer. I think I'm really looking forward to having him on, meeting him virtually, and meeting him in person soon. Talking about Blade Show, talking about his knives and stuff. But that's going to be a good show. So we're going to advertise it, guys, once we get a time and all that. Possibly Wednesday, Scab?
Yeah, I'd like to. I mean, Wednesday's kind of a busy day, but while we're in that mode, just keep going.
I mean, we could talk about it off air, but I think next Thursday will probably work for me too, if Thursday's better.
We'll get with Don. See what Don.
Get with Don, and then we'll figure it out. So either Wednesday or Thursday of next week, guys, next Blade Talk, and we'll have Don on, and we'll have some fun. I think it'll be a pretty good show. Looking forward.
Yeah, he's a high energy guy. He's a good guy.
Cool. Very, very cool.
And guys, if y'all would, please, for those of you who are not, please subscribe to Blade Talk with Scab and Joe. I don't ask people to subscribe to my channel, but I do that channel because we got a lot of things coming, and I want to turn that into a podcast. That's the goal for this.
Absolutely, guys. Help us build that up, guys, to Choir Boy subscribers, to my subscribers. Let's try to build up Blade Talk. And I am going to mention, I'm going to make some videos. We'll mention it here and there on shorts, but let's really try to build up that channel. This way we can get the big names on the show and try to get that channel taken off. So that's all I got, Scab. What do you got?
Man, I'm out. Let's let everybody go to bed. I love y'all. Thank y'all, man. I appreciate everybody. I really, really do.
Thanks as always for joining us, guys. Sorry this was a short one, but we got some good stuff coming in. Thanks for your support. And don't forget our vets. Much love and respect to all of you. Have a good night, guys. Ciao, ciao.
Good night, guys.
Night.